Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories.
Иди, живи. Ты один-единственный такой. Неповторимый, и нет другого. Есть только путь один, твой. Личный путь. Как его выбрать? А черт его знает. Вот я, да, какой-то путь у меня есть. А я кто? Да все идут, вон уже все, а я еще нет. Вот начинается так называемая взрослая жизнь. Вот и начинается.
It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with. And I would walk the 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on.
Одежда, шмотки, материалка, яхта, и вот это все конечно. Кайфуй там, где бесконечность.
My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the 2 of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I'd just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started?
Вот что хочется, вот где счастье. Независимость. Но независимость не та, которую деньги дают. Сейчас они есть, ты независим полностью. Ты сел, мчишься, это. У тебя пресс тут. Смотришь, нету. Сразу зависим стал. Сразу бедный стал, несчастный. Или отнимать пошел, чтобы опять быть независимым. Это ерунда. Серьезно.
The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I'd been rejected, but I was still in love. And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife.
Каждую секунду же выбор стоит. Да, нет, да, нет, да, нет. Ужас. Караул. Караул. Очень трудно жить.
Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
Иди к нам. Иди к нам в парк работать. 240 чистыми. 240 чистыми будешь иметь. Без вычета. В таксопарк иди к нам работать. Че ты, блин, на мандалайке все это? Заворачивай это дело все. Иди к нам, здесь профессию получишь. Здесь будешь человеком. Здесь будешь на всю жизнь. Что ты ерундой не занимайся. Иди скорее к нам. А здесь иди к нам. Будешь ездить на такой, еще блейзер купишь. Ну вообще крутняк. Иди скорее сюда. Вот и стоишь. Не ходи никуда. Шли всех. Иди к себе. Вся жизнь — это к себе.
Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking. Don't settle.
Как получить счастье? Где кайф?
Для тебя.
Ну для кого же? Для тебя, что ли?
Для людей.
Для тебя, что ли? Ты мне нужен очень. Вот ты мне нужен очень сильно. Или кто-то еще. Жить-то надо для себя. Только не в том смысле. Для собственной души. Собственную душу спасать.
My third story is about death. When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart.
Тяжело. И я вот только, мне 48 лет, я только чуть-чуть на путь вроде попал. Есть смысл.
No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary.
Все мусор, мы с вами. Если в нас не горит свечечка нашей души. Вот ее надо раздувать, лелеять, холить, а остальное все мусор. Все. Как это ни странно, и здоровье, и жуткую вещь скажу, и родственники, и родители, и жены, это все ерунда.
Как же так?
А вот так.
It was the mid-1970s, and I was your age. On the back cover of their final issue was a photograph of an early morning country road, the kind you might find yourself hitchhiking on if you were so adventurous. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. Stay hungry, stay foolish. And I have always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Thank you all very much.